How the fucking blacks be racist and we the most hated race? We the most loved, adored, copied, hated race. Niggas hate it because they can't be us. Blacks can't be racist. We're not racist. It's impossible. I said it. Tell them Mr. Viral said blacks can't be racist.
Breaking news, folks. Black people cannot be racist. Did you know that? I didn't know that, actually.
Of course you didn't. You know what they say about those DEI hires.
I was told my whole life it's only white people that can be racist.
That's correct. Racism, prejudice, two different words, two different meanings.
Isn't that strange? Isn't that odd?
Nope. I can show you how a dictionary works if you need me to.
Blew my mind. Anyway, we have two fine intellectuals here. I'm sure they are Harvard grads. I'm sure they're headed to their doctorate. I'm sure they're going to be doctors, lawyers, engineers, and really contribute to society.
Now that's a bit of sarcasm, but also true, because these are clearly Crips, and they're not helping my argument. But it's also weird that out of all people to defend this point that black people can't be racist, why would they send a white nationalist? Also, Lily, please take the cross off your neck, because the Bible says, love thy neighbor as thyself, and you clearly hate everyone that doesn't look like you. This you, right?
That's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas.
I'ma just give it to God, but we clearly not going to sleep, because a few weeks ago, I came out with a video called Exposing Caitlin Clark Delusional Fans. And in this video, I got called a racist several times in the comments, which confused me because I'm black. So, you know.
I look like I give a
I had to state the obvious because black people aren't typically called racist. In fact, I don't know any black people who think black people can be racist.
But most black people are racist toward white Americans.
Now we all know Jesse Lee Peterson doesn't count, but can I really be racist? I mean, I did say, and I quote, if I were white, I would be rooting for Caitlin Clark too. I said that shit.
He did that shit. He guilty as f***.
I mean, I even got thanked in the comments for keeping racism alive. This one guy called me a racist and then a few comments later said something racist. One person talked about Angel Reese having a McDonald's deal, and he said, sorry, I mean a bucket of Happy Meals and watermelons.
Shut up, bitch!
So it got me to thinking, most people don't consider themselves a racist. Not even Mona Lisa daddy.
Ha! Gay!
And I'm definitely not a racist. Or am I? I mean, my taste can be controversial, but a racist? I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, I think my ancestors would be proud. All jokes aside.
Black people can't be racist. I agree. Racism is prejudice plus power, but we can be jerks.
Yeah, I can be a jerk sometimes. Anyways, here was my most controversial take in that video. So let's get the elephant out of the room. I'm black.
Amazing.
And almost all the people that have something disrespectful to say about Angel Reese are white. And I'm not gonna BS you.
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
And you should too.
Oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to.
And this is exactly what I expected you to say. That's what I want you to say. I'm not mad that you're rooting for Caitlin, because the truth is, if I was white, I'd be rooting for her too. But I'm black.
Damn right.
And I'm proud.
Say it loud! Say it loud! I'm black and I'm proud!
And I know if you say it, you think you'll get canceled. But this is a safe space.
Allegedly.
Seriously, no one is gonna cancel you here.
So say it.
Say what?
Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can't.
Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now.
I love Caitlin Clark because she's a beautiful white woman.
I beg your pardon?
And I don't like Angel Reese because she's a big, tall, black
Nigger.
Nigga.
Nigga!
Nigga, 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 nigga.
Nick. Oh!
Yup.
Gotcha, bitch!
This hit the white side of YouTube and they were furious.
I was furious.
Nothing but white guys in the comments, which proves my point.
You stupid. You stupid. You stupid.
stupid. White people root for Caitlin Clark and defend her, and black people root for Angel Reese and defend her. Well, except for RG3, but he probably wishes he was white. And now that I think about it, damn, that sounded racist too. So I'm curious, am I racist or are these guys just snowflakes? And more importantly, can black people be racist? Let's talk about it. Because this Caitlin Clark video showed me that this country is cooked. No one on the internet listens to the opposite side before they even form an opinion. This video was a highly edited 35-minute video with facts and statistics, and the average view duration was less than 3 minutes, which is not common for my channel. I'm at least doing 15 minutes. In fact, one guy even admitted to only watching 5 minutes, but he had an opinion and thought I was racist. And I feel bad now because most people didn't watch the video and now they have a bad impression of me. They think I'm a racist, which isn't a good look for me. So if any of you are watching, I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart,
Shut your bitch ass up.
that's right, f you. The $1 million question is, can black people be racist? And the answer is, well, no. I mean, yes. Maybe? I'm not sure. Let's first define the two definitions of racism because it's constantly changing. The book definition says racism is an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority. So by this definition, my statements aren't racist. I gotta be honest with y'all, I hate all of you.
Nigger.
Nigga.
Nigga.
Nick. Oh!
And while we're on the subject, I don't like you either.
Cracker ass cracker. Cracker ass cracker. I'll put my foot in the cracker ass cracker.
I'm kidding y'all. It's a joke. I have nothing against any race. I love everyone. So by definition, I am not a racist. But are you?
And according to this definition, obviously black people can be racist. I went to high school with this black girl that hated white people, like she literally didn't want to touch them. She was racist. But the problem is, people who say that black people can't be racist aren't using this definition of racism. Like I said before, racism is a complicated subject. It's studied by sociologists, economists, historians, psychologists, and more.
I disagree. I really don't think it's that complicated.
The prevailing sociological idea of racism involves prejudices and acts which result in advantages for a particular dominant social group.
Notice he used the word prejudice in the sociological definition of racism. Run it back.
The prevailing sociological idea of racism involves prejudices and acts which result in advantages for a particular dominant social group. So using this definition, black people can't be racist because they're the disadvantaged group. And of course, that's the definition that's being used here. But why particularly pick the sociological definition? Why not the legal definition or the dictionary definition for that matter? Or if you're going to use that definition, why not explain that there are multiple contexts that we can talk about racism and you're choosing one instead of pretending that it's the only definition?
Because there's only one definition, people use words incorrectly, but it's not the factual definition of the word. Like the word narcissist. Everyone swears their ex was a narcissist, but the studies show this personality disorder only affects 1 to 2% of the US population. To give context, you're more likely to have dated someone who suffers from bipolar disorder, which affects almost 3% of US adults, than you are to have dated a narcissist. So if you read that and thought you don't even know anyone with bipolar disorder, chances are you probably don't know anyone that's a narcissist as well.
A lot of times you hear people say black people can be prejudiced but not racist. That's literally incoherent. Racism is prejudice. That's like saying this is a fruit but not an orange. It's merely the deliberate distortion of the meanings of words. Doublespeak. Don't do that.
Wrong again. And I learned this as a child, but I'm always open to the possibility of being wrong. So I asked the smartest person I know, ChatGPT. So I asked Chat, what is the difference from being racist and prejudice? And I'm not gonna read this whole thing. You can pause it and read it if you want to. But it basically said they're not the same. And a simple way to remember this is Prejudice is what you feel or think about someone. So if you think because I'm black, I'm more likely to rob you, I mean, you'd probably be right. Again, guys, I'm joking. If you saw me and thought I'd steal from you because I'm black, you'd also be prejudiced. And black people can be prejudiced. We can even be prejudiced towards our own people, like RG3 or Jesse Lee Peterson.
Are you a beta male?
We all have some prejudice. I had a friend tell me, and I'm not gonna lie, I am that friend. I told my homie, if I see a group of 5 white guys walking in the city, Brad and his friends, unless they wearing white hoods, I'm probably not gonna cross the street. But if I see 5 black guys and I don't know any of them, I probably am. And some of y'all are probably shaking your head agreeing, and some of y'all are disappointed. I know, and you're probably wondering, where does this prejudice come from? Well, we can blame it on the media or the fact that I've been jumped a few times by black guys. Also, statistically speaking, even though people always talk about black on black crime as if other races don't commit crimes against each other, white people typically attack white people. Black people attack black people. Yeah, I was in an Asian supermarket trying to find ingredients for sushi. I'm with my kids and I seen 2 Asians fighting. Yeah, I had no idea Asians had the same problems black people have. Because when we think of Asians, we think smart, very smart, and mostly quiet until you get to know them. So when this fight happened, I called my Asian friend immediately, and when I told him what happened, he laughed at me and said, "Bro, we're people. We fight just like other races. Now stop being a damn racist." And I had to remind him that 1, I was being prejudiced, and 2, let's not forget the first conversation we had. When me and my Asian friend first met, it went something like this.
2 different like black people, bro. No racist. One is like black people. Another one is the hard R. Like you the hard R. There's some people, it's just a black guy. They look nice, they look good, they look nice, they go to like f***ing, they eat fucking biscuit.
You said I'm a hard R?
You the hard R. You the type of one is like hard R. All my friends hard.
It was something like that, and we've been cool ever since, saying shit to each other that we'd probably get canceled for. But let's get back to the main point of this video. Black people can be prejudiced, but racism is when that prejudice is backed by power or action and affects lives or opportunities. So most black people can't be racist. Now, if you are Jewish and wanted to get a job working with Kanye West, sure, you're probably gonna experience some racism and you're probably not gonna get that job. And that's f***ed up because that's racism. And we gotta be honest, the biggest issue is systemic racism. You see, people hire people who look like them. People are comfortable around their own race. So when it comes time to hire, if white Americans own and are the majority CEOs in this country, they are less likely to hire minorities. And there could be some racism there. It could also just be people being people. And usually when I point this out, people say, why don't black people start their own companies? And to that I'd say, we've tried that shit before. And we'll try it again. But let's not forget, when we built successful businesses, y'all burn that shit down. Let's not act like we don't know history. So yes, any race of people can be prejudiced. But last time I checked, that black homeless guy yelling he doesn't like white people doesn't change anyone's tax bracket. But to stay on topic, I'll admit that most of my friends are black. They're also from New York, so we act similar. And if you're white, most of your friends are probably white. My kids go to a diverse school, and don't get me wrong, all of the kids are cool with each other, but my kids' closest friends are black, and I haven't had race conversations with them on who they can be friends with and can't be friends with. I'm cool with everybody. I know some of y'all might do that, but I think it's weird, because I'm personally cool with everybody. The only thing I tell my kids is to be cool with who's cool with you. But anyways, if you want to see that video that pissed everyone off, check out Exposing Caitlin Clark's Delusional Fans. And to her fans, I want to apologize.
Just kidding, bitch!
I'm out.